guys, we are here at the Flower and Garden Festival. We did a whole video yesterday, it should be up here, but today we're back to eat all the things we didn't eat. So we are starting at Northern Bloom today. We're double checking. It's been hard for them to get a chef. It's first thing in the morning. I think they finally found it. And now we're going to find out about some food. Hi guys, so we are here at the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival Part 2. Check out Part 1 as I mentioned earlier. We are now trying the two things we can have at Northern Bloom. There are seared scallops and then the beef tips in the bordelaise sauce. I just need a fork. All right. So I'm going to start. Now remember we had scallops yesterday. We liked the risotto, but we were not super fond of the scallops. So this has a scallop, little potatoes, green beans, and a bacon vinaigrette. So I'm not doing the green bean yet. I'll do that separate. Now last year, the bacon was so overpowering. They didn't overdo it this time. This is actually quite nice. There's a nice sourness to the vinaigrette. Right, crisp, crunchy green beans, but still steamed and cooked with a nice, I'm assuming it's a butter and oil. Good flavor to it. This is really good. I'm going to let her try it real fast, tell her what she thinks.
I know that's a potato, but I look at it and I thought it was an olive.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty big, but it is potato.
Scallops are cooked just right this time.
Yeah, they really are nice.
Not overpowering of whatever the sauce is.
The bacon vinaigrette. I'm actually impressed with that today. Would I necessarily go out of my way for it again? Probably not, but it's really nice.
Is that what this is?
That's a bacon vinaigrette, yeah. And if you have some on a green bean, it's actually kind of nice. There's a definite sour kick to it.
The green beans are...
They're really nice. Yeah, they're perfect. All right. I apologize for the wind, guys. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. We ended up not bringing the body mics, and I really should have done that today, so I'm so sorry. But now we're trying the beef tenderloin, picture of which goes in right here. The meat is chewy. Shut up. Carrots are probably a little less cooked than I would like. Potatoes are good. There's a already cut piece if you want it. And bordelaise is a little bit salty. But I can tell you this is one of those where after I've eaten it, my mouth is re-watering, which tells me there's still something really good in this. I wish a little less salt, but the overall flavor has a nice, it's kind of a red wine bordelaise, I think. It's got a nice full flavor to it. Let's see what she says. She's starting with a carrot.
I'm good with the way it's cooked.
Okay, it's a little tough to me, but it's got a good flavor.
I mean, I like mashed carrots too, so I'm weird. But yeah, and the sauce is really good.
Yeah. So now you got the meat and the potatoes, right? Bordelaise here.
Meat's a little tough.
Yeah, it really is.
Flavor is good.
Yeah. I thought that's what you had before when I were talking about it being tough, so. Yeah, flavor is nice, but definitely it's a chewy meat.
It is, definitely.
Yeah.
I stole the mushroom.
It's okay. I'm still on the green beans. All right, so
Can't have all the green beans.
that's Northern Bloom. You can have the cake. Going on to the next booth, and we'll see you there. Actually, we're waiting for a poutine right now, but I also got the Boyd and Blair Mojito frozen, so we're going to do this really fast. Okay, it's strong. Oh, that's really strong. Yeah, that's really, really strong. Tasting more of the alcohol than the mint. So I'm gonna let it melt a little more and have Arlene try it when we get over to with the fries and the poutine. So we'll be back shortly. Hi. All right. So you saw my sip of the mojito while I was waiting, and it's really, really melted. So Arlene's gonna try it.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, good. It was a little too heavy for me, and I will say, as it's melted, it's gotten better.
That might be part of the problem. Was it was probably
Yeah, it's kind of intense.
But I do like that. It's not very minty like I would expect.
Right, and that's what I was looking for.
But it has that tart citrus, which I love tart citrus.
Yeah, and it's mojito. It's not my favorite mojito. It's nice on a cold day or a hot day like this, but it's not bad. All right, the poutine, picture of which goes here. Most interesting looking poutine. It's got hazelnuts and brie, and I just lost the flour. Oh, and honey. Oh my God. Well, this is neat. Do not expect it to be like anything you've ever had before.
It's not a normal poutine.
No, it's not, but it's nice. It's a very complicated flavor. If you are very traditional in your palate, you may not like this. If you're traditional in your palate, you may not like this. But I'm excited about it. I'm going to try the brie now with it.
I like it.
Me too, yeah.
It's not poutine as poutine, but I don't know. They should rename it.
Sweet fries. Honey, I keep losing the flowers. Yeah, this is good. All right. And I might try this again because it's interesting. All right, that's it for this food. Sorry for the wind. We'll be back. There. All right, it's melting like crazy. So we're going to start on the Dole Whip. This last time, I love this stuff. Oh my God, it's my favorite. It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's nothing I would go out of my way for.
Okay.
But I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than I expected.
Yeah. It grew on me last year. We were trying to get it below the hype. You know, I will tell you, when I ordered it the first time, I was telling them that I wanted to get this. I said cup, I don't think she heard me. And she asked them, and they're like, oh, there's chickpea and gluten in there. And like, in Dole Whip? I had them call back and verify, and they confirmed without the cup and without the cone, it's fine. All right, number 2. Picture goes right here. This is the liquid nitrogen cheesecake. They freeze it in liquid nitrogen. It's got honey. It's got blueberry honey compote. It's got some other honey on it. It's a lot of honey. Supported by the honey commission. Oh my God. So the cold on it, when it melts pretty fast in this heat, just gives it a nice kind of a texture. Almost feels like a crust without a crust. It is sweet. It is light.
It's not cooperating.
Yeah, it's really good.
I would go out of my way for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exceptional. All right. Well, I'm going to leave her with the cheesecake then, and I'll eat the Dole Whip. We got another booth. We're still at the same table. We're at another booth in just a minute. Okay, so we are back. This time we are getting back from the Honey Bistro. Sadly, we can't have the chicken and waffles, but we can have the beverage. We went with the non-alcoholic this time, and the cauliflower. Now, last year I did not like the cauliflower, so we're going to see what I think of it this time. You have some nice wildflowers in there, sunflower brittle, a little bit of rice pilaf at the bottom, which I think is new from this year. Some blistered grapes, they said. So let's do a quick taste. Better this year. Spicy. Oh yeah. This has a kick. It's also a carrot puree at the bottom. And some rice pilaf. Nice buttery flavor. I like the carrots and the rice together. And the last thing I haven't tried is grape. Not bad. Again, still too many elements, trying to be too many things, but it's not bad. So let's see what Arlene thinks.
I got whatever the crunchy thing is.
Sunflower butter, brittle, sunflower brittle.
Okay. And that's all I can taste on that bite.
Yeah, it's got a strong flavor. But if you get some of the rice, the carrots, and a piece of cauliflower,
The cauliflower was...
I'm getting spice out of my cauliflower.
Didn't see any rice.
Right on the bottom. So you're gonna get a lot of sunflower butter brittle there if you get too much sugar.
The rice is good. I like the balance of the rice.
Yeah. There's some asparagus in there, I see. It's like it doesn't know what it wants to be.
Right.
It's better than it was last year, by far.
It's nothing to write home about.
No. It's nice that it's gluten-free, it's vegan, but, you know. All right, so the other part is the blueberry peach crumble. It is gluten-free. You see a crumble on top? It is okay. So go ahead and give that a try. You were not in the camera. You were off the camera.
I have to lean forward because I'm notorious for spilling. That's interesting. But all I really taste is the crumble on the top and the sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It does not have very much of a blueberry taste,
No.
which is disappointing.
Yeah. Actually, peach, I think, was the flavor. It's honey peach, and then they add blueberry vodka, which I didn't do for this one.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I guess it is peach, but it's so sweet you can't quite distinguish that it's peach.
Yeah.
All you're really tasting is sugar and crumble.
Okay. All right.
It's not terrible, but it's not something, again...
Bread that you would get. All right. So I'm going to try it again. It's been a while. It's more peachy than last year for sure. This is actually better than last year. It's a peach shake. And then you add crumble on top. Not bad, not something I go crazy for. I mean, it might be better with the blueberry vodka in it, which would make it a little runnier. And always remember, when you get an alcoholic drink at Epcot, please make sure to stir it. All right, so we're going to finish this, and then we've got some more to go through. Hi, guys. Okay, so we are outside of Yacht Grub, and you can get everything here with some modifications. The cheese plate, the meat plate have to go without the bread, the lavash, everything's with there. You can get the chips as is. If you have a shellfish allergy, ironically, can't have the onion dip. It has anchovies in it. And then we've got the flight. So I'm going to start with the flight. And the order is elderflower, lemon, and blood orange. I'm going to start with the elderflower because I like that least. It's flowery, like you taste kind of a floral in there. Sparkling wine is pretty plain. And it's club soda, so they're not adding extra sugar. So that's not bad. I'm going to set that there so she can try it, and then she'll give her opinions in a moment. Lemon is next. Ironically, I think I like the elderflower more than the lemon. I have this liqueur at home, Caravali, I believe it's called. And it's good, but it's a little bitter. It actually needs more sugar, so it would need something like more of a Sprite or a sparkling rather than the other. And then last but not least, we have the blood orange, or Aperol. Sorry, it's an Aperol. And that one's not sweet at all, but it doesn't attempt to make it's going to be sweet. In order, I think, and it gives you a bitter after flavor, because Aperol does. Honestly, I think it's elderflower, then the Aperol, and then the lemon. Let's see what she thinks.
Okay. This is the elderflower.
Yep.
Right? That was a good description.
almost tastes a little bit like lychee, but not as good as lychee.
Right, right. Not as sweet as the lychee, for sure. Okay, next you've got the lemon.
Now there's alcohol in these?
All of them, yeah. Yeah, that had Centramaine. This one has the Cannavale limoncello. Okay, so you like that?
I feel the alcohol in my nose.
Okay. Well, it's sparkling, yeah.
Yeah, I'll drink it because we have it.
Exactly. That's not one I think I liked. I thought I was going to like that one the most, and it needs a sweeter bubbly than what it has. And this is Aperol, so expect a bitter after flavor on this. But it's to me, it's a very clean flavor.
Definitely better than lemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm going to agree with your...
That elderflower, then Aperol, and then lemon. Okay. All right. So now we have food to try. Now they've made homemade chips, and they have 3 dips. They have a caramelized onion with caviar, a pimento cheese, and for the love of the God, I can't remember what the third one was, but you should. I'll put it in the comment thingies. All right, so we're going to start with the caramelized onion. Like I said, this one had anchovy in it. It is it's messy. Hold on a sec. It's not staying on the dip. Oh, I see, because it's a scoopy and I went the wrong direction. Caramelized onion. Because it's caramelized, it's a little bit sweeter. Actually, it's kind of nice. It's with the anchovies, I expected it to be saltier than it was, and it's not. Good creaminess to it. Nice kind of a buttery savoriness and a hint of sweet, so that one's kind of nice. The mystery one, which I should remember, but I don't. Almost like a cottage cheesy base. Spice. It's got sour. That one's a little, almost, that one, if you're spice adverse, you won't like that second one. I wish I could remember what it was. It looks like it's got lemon rind on it. I'll look it up in a minute when she's trying stuff. And then last but not least, we have the pimento cheese. Now, I'm not a huge fan of pimento cheese, to be honest. It does have a cute little pickle and carrot on top of it, so let's see what we think. Okay, I like this pimento cheese a lot more than I like the stuff I had at home recently. You got the roasted red pepper, a little bit of sweet. But it's got very finely chopped up cheese in the pimento cheese. Actually, I like that one. I think out of the 3, onion, pimento, and then the mystery one. And now we're going to let her try and see what she thinks. Caviar and onion dip.
It is harder to pick up with the chip.
Yeah, it really is. I'm surprised. What do you think?
Nothing I'd go out of my way for. It's very creamy. It's not overly salty. But it's just kind of like there. Sorry.
Okay.
It's nothing... There's nothing like exciting about it.
Right. What's an onion dip? Caramelized onion. So it's a little sweeter than a regular caramelized onion dip, but it's not bad. So the second one is a whipped feta.
Okay, then I'll probably like. But see, I normally like anchovies too. So.
But anchovies is in the caramelized onion.
I know.
Yeah.
I expected more.
There's not a whole lot. Yeah, it was less salty than expected.
I like the feta.
Okay.
Definitely distinct feta taste.
Yep, and that creamy cheesiness to it. Yeah.
That background of salt that is feta.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Last is pimento cheese. Which the pickle, while lovely, is really in the way of getting to it.
Not a big fan of pimento cheese, so we'll see.
I don't seem to like it most times I've had it, but this one's not bad.
It's fresher.
It's what?
It's fresher.
Fresher, yeah. It's got a nicer consistency. It's, yeah.
It doesn't have that weird, funky pimento taste sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the feta is the winner, though.
And for me, it's the onion. So, yeah, okay. All right, then you've got your meat plate and your cheese plate. It looks like we've got I'll put the picture in here. Looks like we've got a prosciutto, a salami, and I think briscola. Is that how it's pronounced?
Not sure.
Okay, and then tomato jam and mustard seed, and then you've got the cheese plate, which looks like we've got a goat cheese, cheddary thingy, honeycomb, tomato jam, and they've put pairings next to each one. Now, they don't actually give you a knife, so we'll have to pull out our knife to try these. To say that, I mean, you're really talking about traditional meat and cheese platters. I'm going to say it's going to be easy for us to kind of taste everything and then tell you what we think rather than trying to do that on camera. But, I mean, pretty basic. Yeah, simple meats, cheese, mushrooms, and we'll see what the tomato jam is, but we'll tell you our thoughts once we're done eating. Okay, so in terms of the cheese, there was a goat cheese. There was was like a cheddar. They were all very mild, not a whole lot of flavor. The fig jam went on everything. The honey went very well with the one thing. It was paired with the honeycomb. On the meats, unless you really like the meats, I would say no. I mean, it's
no.
It would be better with the sourdough, which obviously we can't have. Yeah, just it didn't. It was very average. And the third meat, like the salami, tastes like salami. The prosciutto is very salty prosciutto actually. After I got through the first piece, and the last meat, nah. The cheeses I think would be nice to do again. That was a nice balance. Chips and dips were kind of fun.
Yeah,
I mean, we ate most of them. Yeah. In terms of the sparklings, neither of us like the limoncello, which shocks me because I love limoncello. We both like the elderflower the most. It was the most balanced, the most even, the most light. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so that's it for that one. And for the last food for this year's Flower and Garden, the one, the only, the violet lemonade. So, since she's not tried it before, we'll let her go first.
Okay then.
It's a desert pear violet lemonade.
It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. It matches your outfit.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of the best ones I've had so far.
Mm-hmm. That has been a recurring one for at least 5 years now because it's so good.
Yeah, I could. This one I could drink a whole cup of. I'm
Yeah.
not going to, but I could.
I appreciate that. So the prickly pear is sweet. It's very sweet actually right now. This is more sweet than I remember. But it adds it's just something about the prickly pear that is floral in its fruit. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Very sweet. And that citrus lemonade sweet at the end. And I think it's that. You know, when it melts down a little bit more. Oh, screaming child. When it melts down a little bit more, it'll be even better. But this is one of my favorites and one of the most traditional at the fest. Now, here's the challenge. You have been here for 2 days eating all of the foods with me. What are your favorites?
I think today was some of my favorites.
Okay.
I liked the scallops and the other one that was with it.
The northern bloom scallops and the beef tenderloin.
Yes, those were probably my two favorites.
Okay.
The others were, I mean, they were good.
Yeah.
But if they were outstanding, I'd remember which one.
I would say the cheesecake is probably my favorite.
Oh, well, as dessert, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's food.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cheesecake was amazing, but the other two is dinner type things.
Yeah. And I think for today, the cheesecake was my favorite. Dips were okay. This is when you remember how I take pictures of all of the foods and I tell you about them? This is when I go back into the pictures and I say, what in God's name did I get? Oh, the poutine was pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, the poutine was good.
Yeah.
But I think the foods for today were the best, better than yesterday.
See, I disagree because I really like that jerk chicken with the pigeon peas and the... I mean, the foods we ended with yesterday were not the best at all. But the things we had earlier in the day were pretty tasty.
The jerk chicken was good, but I liked today better.
That's fine. Okay. So there you have it. And if you don't remember what the jerk chicken is, hey, check up here. So that has been our experience in Flower and Garden. We've done 2 weeks of this for you guys. So check out last week's if you haven't seen it yet. What are you most interested in trying? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments below. And thank you for coming along. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like this video, subscribe, share, go to my PayPal or my Ko-fi page and help buy me a Dole Whip. You don't have to. But you know, like, share, subscribe. All the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And don't forget that I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?